Hello, folks. Welcome to another exciting episode of Armchair Keepers of Armchair Secrets. It's not it. It's been a while since we've done a show, Bob,
It is. We're a little rusty. That's okay. I think it's called the Armchair Keepers of Arcane Karma.
of Arcane Carmel. No, it's the
Yes.
Armchair Keepers of Arcane Secrets.
Ah, that's right. That's right.
You know
Just like
why
getting
I
off the
have a
bike.
hard time remembering? Because I've given away almost all the little green pins. We gave away so many of those little green pins at
We
PAX
did.
Unplugged.
We did. It was fantastic. That was so much fun meeting new and old friends alike there at PAX Unplugged. Again, my first time going to PAX, first time going to Philadelphia. So I got to see the Liberty Bell viewers, and some of you may have seen the Liberty Bell, but have any of you seen the Liberty Bell with Matt Ryan? I did.
Well,
So that was
I saw it the first time when I was a kid because I'm from the Northeast. But so Matt Ryan is too cheap to pay for any of that. So we pressed our faces like paupers. We pressed our faces up against the glass windows to see the Liberty Bell.
we did, and it looked fine. It looked fine. I was going to
Bob
fix
tried to
it,
take
but they
a
they didn't
picture.
let
Yep.
you. That's not one of the things they let you do. So yeah.
And then we went, and then we went to the U.S. Mint because we had some time to kill. So we went to the U.S. Mint and we watched how money was made.
That's right. That's right. We did indeed see. We're making what nickels and quarters and dimes, I
I don't
think,
remember, man. It's a
something like that.
complicated process. I always
It
thought
is.
elves made money, and I think I'm just going to go back to that thinking.
It works for me. It works for me. So yeah. So I mean, so we did that, and we toured around Philadelphia. But PAX itself, that Thursday, Friday, or wait, Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday deal, it was amazing. I loved it. I'm anxious to go back. We talked with lots of new players. We talked with lots of old players. The high points for me, Matt, a couple of my players who have played in the demo, right? Honky Tonk Angels
Oh
came
yeah.
up to me and talked about how much fun they'd had. So that was thrilling. I love that. I love that.
Oh, well, that's great. You sold you signed a book. I got to see you sign a book.
I
You signed it
did.
a few times. You signed you Bob, folks. You may not know this, but Bob Geis is a Chaosium author. He wrote a chapter in Harlem Unbound, the
That's right.
boxing chapter.
That's right. That's
So he
right.
signed that for a couple of folks. That was pretty exciting.
It was fun. It was fun. It's a great, it was great to see, them get excited about that. I came up with that, I do, as I work the booth more, man, I realize that I have taglines. I have little phrases that I spit out ad nauseum, and I hate myself for saying it, but I keep doing it. I keep saying it. Hey, check this out. Come back and tell me about it next year. I
That's
said
right.
that a lot. They all thought it was nice. I hated Bob for saying that. Bob,
No,
fool.
you did great. You're a welcome addition to the team. Yeah, you certainly pulled your weight, Bob. We what else did we do? We got to hang out. We got to play test a scenario
Yeah.
that a friend of ours is going to publish.
That's right. That's right.
So Bob and I, this is a rare occasion when Bob and I are in a game together and we're not neither he or I are driving it. So we
Yeah.
got to play together. Bob was the mean professor from some university, and I was the innocent graduate student.
She was okay. She did an okay job.
They
Required lots of guidance.
took the brunt of Professor Dingleberry or whatever his name
I
was.
think that was it.
Was it?
Yeah, it was super fun though. I mean, it was a different system. It was I don't even remember what it was called, but it was fun. And then, ladies and gentlemen, later in the con, I had got to experience yet another Matt Ryan scenario. This one involving Ronin. Ronin. We were playing Ronin in feudal Japan. It was a lot of
Yes.
fun.
It was a lot of fun. I wouldn't call it a Matt Ryan scenario, not to correct you. It's a scenario from Strange Eons 2, an
Yeah.
older Chaosium book that was Matt Ryanized.
It was Matt Ryanized. It was certainly not your scenario, but you certainly gave
I
it the Matt Ryan spin.
I funnel it for the Chaosium crew because I know what the Chaosium crew likes, and mostly we like to start and finish in 2 hours.
Yep. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So we get right into the shit. So
Yeah, it was
speaking of
great.
getting right into the shit, Bob, we're still in Shanghai.
We are still in Shanghai. Indeed, indeed. And it pains me to say this, but you are going to be gaming this Friday, and I'm not going to be gaming until the 11th.
That's right. It's now we're recording this on Monday evening, sort of after work hours. That's why it's so dark around us. Look, Bob's already put on his smoking sweater,
That's right.
and I'll be able to take my cap off here once the heat starts going because I'm cheap. So during the day, I work out of my house. We dropped the heat down to like 62. So
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. I applaud that. I applaud that.
so as I'm working here, it gets okay. But enough of that. So here we are. We're up to our neck in Shanghai. I am now. I think I'm 3 sessions in, and I think you're 3 sessions in.
Yes, yes.
And my last session, I concocted this lame brain crazy idea that I thought was going to put my players on a path towards finding Jack Brady,
Yep.
towards dealing with Ho Fang, and ultimately steering them toward Hot Dragon Island, or what's it called?
Gray Dragon Island.
Gray Dragon Island.
Yes.
And I put them on a path, and they steered themselves into trees.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Which made me think that now that we've spent 3 times in Shanghai, I'm familiar enough with the material that I don't have to guide it. I can now just react.
That's fantastic. That's exactly where you need to be, especially with Shanghai, where they can go in so many different directions.
So I've sprinkled all these seeds. We ended on a cliffhanger, which I really like to do, is to end on a cliffhanger. We've got 2 chase scenes.
Wow.
If you recall, one of the team was blinded through self-poisoning.
Yeah.
So that group are in a car heading to the hospital.
Okay.
And they're being tailed by cultists. And what's going to happen is the cultists are going to kill the driver. They're going to reach out with one of their sickles and slice the driver's arm off.
Oh my goodness.
Leading directly into a chase scene in which the investigators will take over the operation of the car, and then they will steer through the streets of Shanghai. And as I do, right, I sketched up kind of a top-down view of Shanghai for my chase scene, and I figured out the different kind of locations, right, thematic locations. There's going to be stairs that they can drive their car down. We all love to see that, right?
Sure.
And the different skills they're going to need to succeed. And if they can get to the hospital before the cultists get on top of them, then everybody's safe, right?
Are they trying to save the driver? Is that your thought?
No, I think they're going to. I'm going to have the driver die right in front of them.
Okay.
The driver is an NPC. I know that they don't care about NPCs.
Sure, they don't. Why are they going to the hospital?
Because one of the
guy's blind?
Yes, the blinded, self-poisoned investigator has been told that go to the hospital, they can help you.
Okay.
So they're going to the hospital there, and then the other team, 4 of them, are being followed in the old city of Shanghai, and they're going to duck through one restaurant and into another. And again, I've come up with a little sketch here.
Nice. That
they can wander through one restaurant and run through the kitchen, and I haven't marked this one up yet. About the different skills, because here's some of the magic of Matt Ryan. I'm painting a large map of medieval Rome for a Pendragon book, and I need to see how the colors are going to interact with each other. I need something to paint on to start, and that will be this. So
nice.
So this will be scratch paper that I will then use to test some watercolor techniques and then, okay, so I'm going to do that's how the session is going to start. I think we're going to have a quick chase over here with half the table, quick chase over here with the other half of the table. And then I'm going to sit them down. I'm going to put them together. I'm quite sure that they can handle this and that they will be safe. And then I'm going to put the clues in front of them and say, what do you guys want to do?
Okay.
How do you want to find Jack Brady? You came here looking for Jack Brady. How do you want to find him?
At the end of both their chases, are they going to end up at the same place?
I think ultimately they're both going to end up at safe places where they can be they can be conveyed to a safe place, a safe
Okay.
rendezvous. At
So they
this
can
point,
rendezvous together.
the cultists don't know that they're staying in the only hotel mentioned in the text. So
Okay. Okay.
the cultists have not read the material,
Sure. Sure. The cultists are notoriously poor at preparing.
much like the Ithaca keeper.
I don't know if those are mutually exclusive, right?
I want to say another quick thing. So for the Thanksgiving holiday, my lovely wife Casey and I drove to her sister side of the family, and we listened to the first
Oh.
three discs of the HPL Historical Society's radio play, The Masks of Nyarlathotep.
Okay.
I thought since Casey's already been through it, she can listen to the first three discs. New
Yeah.
York, Egypt, no, New York, London,
Okay. In Egypt.
and Egypt.
Okay. So how did that go? Were there any spoilers that she encountered?
Couple of things.
Okay.
There were a couple of things. Mwuru,
Yeah.
how do you say her
Imwuru.
name?
Imwuru. That's how I'm saying it.
Mwuru is mentioned a few times, and Mwuru
Okay.
kind of has slipped off of
Sure. Sure.
the consciousness of the Ithaca team.
Okay.
Um, I don't know if now do you have the discs, Bob?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Treat yourself to the Egypt disc
Okay.
because the meeting with Omar Shakti, I think, is brilliant.
Okay.
Omar Shakti does not disguise that he's the master of the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh at all. It's almost like he's got a calling card. When he goes to meet the investigator, he turns his cat into a giant stone statue of some Egyptian god
Wow.
and parades through the Museum of Cairo with it.
Oh, wow. No, that's subtle. That's subtle. Yeah, it's been a long time since I listened to it. Years. Yeah.
But it makes me want to make Ho Fang as obvious as that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I'm the leader of the what is it? Bloated cow? What the
No, the Order of the Bloated Woman, right?
bloated woman. Order of the
Yes.
bloated woman. Yes. Um I sort of I like that obviousness
Hmm.
to it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, my players may meet Ho Fang, right? They may. It should be again. That's. I won't be playing till the 11th, so we'll see how yours shakes out.
Well, you've already pulled ahead, even though it's the same number of sessions in Shanghai,
Yeah.
and I think we've got the same number of sessions under our belts. You've pulled ahead by revealing Jack Brady.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't put him in the box, so he can be more active. He can be more mobile and moving around. And so it'll be interesting to see, how both our teams react to that, diatribe that he gives. That's a 10-minute speech of exposition that he provides. So it'll be very interesting to see what they do with that.
Now, Warren Besant's explanation was also 10 minutes,
Yeah.
and I thought my team was going to get antsy with a 10-minute listen, but they certainly didn't.
No, gosh, and they were like same with my team. They were hanging on to every word. A lot of that goes
Scratching
to
notes. Yeah, scratching
yes,
notes.
yes, yes. Desperately trying to do it. And again, that's the great thing about it was because they do give you a transcript. Of course, I didn't tell them they were getting a transcript. So young Colin was over here burning up the pencils. He was trying to take notes.
Well, I don't hand the transcript out.
Oh, you don't? All right.
No, I don't. Now it was easy with Basant because I just said he was all junkied up. So
Yeah,
once we played the 10 minutes, he really wasn't available for questioning.
sure, sure.
And I've really screwed with the narrative here, or the supplied suggestions by putting Jack Brady in the box.
Yep, yep.
So I mean, he's going to come out of the box with his feet chewed off by rats, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, yeah. That's not great for old Jack. He won't be getting around. But again, we'll
So I'd,
see.
I'd like to see how he's going to lead the raid on Grey Dragon Island with
Yeah.
rat chewed feet.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to do about that whole raid thing anyway. They have to blow up the daggone rocket though. There's such a potential for a volcano and an explosion in a volcano.
Yeah, yeah. Now you, I think, also brilliant. I've used that word too much. It's a very good move to make the gate tunnel go from the bedroom
Yeah.
to the island. That's good.
Yeah, it seems like it was just kind of out there doing nothing, and so making that little change made it a tool, right? Something that they can use. And
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know if there's anything to support this in the text, but the last time I ran masks, I gave the players an out using a gate in Kenya, right? So again, I plan to the conclusion to be in Kenya, right? So once, and I can't remember what I did, but there was obviously a big there's a lot of problems that happen when you uh, anger Nyarlathotep to the degree which the players anger Nyarlathotep. And so I gave them an opportunity to use a gate from Kenya back to New York. That was back when I ran it. I'm not sure if there's anything in the text. I haven't seen anything in the current Kenya chapter to do that, but I gave them an out that way.
So they could sort of get home safely.
They could get home safely. And they materialized in what was Imiru's apartment, right? That she maintains in New York.
It's not bad. It's not
It worked
bad.
then. It worked then.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't thought that far. I haven't thought that.
Neither have I. I don't know what I'm going to do this time.
I mean, I like the idea of the raid on of Gray
Yep.
Dragon Island.
Yep.
I like the idea of the raid on it.
Hmm.
Let's pause for a minute though, and I'll tell you what I don't like about the island. I don't like this. There's deep ones there.
Uh,
And here's my whole issue with deep ones that everybody can write hate mail.
okay.
I love deep ones in Innsmouth.
Yep.
And maybe Innsmouth-esque. Maybe
Yep.
there's a colony in San Francisco or maybe there's a colony in London, but I think overused,
Hmm.
deep ones just become the Call of Cthulhu equivalent of orcs.
Yeah. I mean, I can
And they
see
are
that.
not, and they're not frightening, and there's not enough. Now I'm going to talk about the current deep ones. There's
Hmm.
not enough variety
Hmm.
within the deep ones to
Hmm.
make them interesting.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see that. Again, I won't, and I'm guilty of using deep ones in the contender. It's just they. But again, I think that you're right. They need to be used, and everything needs to be used sparingly, right? Anything you use, and we talked about the hunting horrors being used overly much, right? So variety in all these things really, allows you to make things, weird. I I'm a big fan of the Elder Things and the Elder Things use of Shoggoths as some sort of like almost an industrial tool, right? So I forgive the use of deep ones because the deep ones in Shanghai are using a Shoggoth to do work, right? And I like the idea of the chaos that is this a Shoggoth is just the embodiment of chaos, right?
Yeah.
So many things can go wrong with that, and I forgive the use of deep ones because it allows for the Shoggoths to be there and the potential for a Shoggoth to go berserk and cause more chaos in an already chaotic scene. Um, the the um, the deep ones are incidental to that particular part of the scenario, in my opinion. The real important things are going to be done by the Order of the Bloated Woman, and I will downplay the deep ones, especially if my players use the gate to get into Grey Dragon Island, because otherwise they would have to go through the village, right? And the village has lots of hybrids there, and that could be a tricky thing to negotiate without using the deep ones. But yeah, again, you never know. I don't care about it. I don't have the same hard feelings about it as you do.
There's an old scenario, and then somebody more clever than us can tell us what it is in the comments. Where there's a wizard come to life in Arkham,
Oh yeah.
and like some lightning hits a
Yeah,
bridge and
yeah, got
frees
it.
a wizard
Sure.
or
I know what you're talking
something,
about.
something. That wizard, there's a Shoggoth in the tunnels that wizard has somehow summoned or
Oh
constructed or
wow.
something.
Yeah.
So I agree with you in that I like Shoggoths. I've never linked Shoggoths to deep ones. I've
No,
always linked them to the elder ones or the old ones or whatever
other things.
the cucumber monsters.
Right, the older things, big faves. They're a big fave of mine. Right. So I agree with you. It is a bit, but I don't. It's not a hill I care to die on. Right, with the deep ones there.
Folks, Bob has lots of hills he's ready to die on. Let me tell you that.
I have strong opinions.
But
This is
not
not.
but
This is not one of them.
but not the deep ones. All right. So now are you what have you got any upcoming plans for your scenario? Or are you just going to chill and let things unfold as you go into the week?
No, I'm not going to be playing till the 11th, right? And so I will, which is, not this Thursday, but next Thursday. So I will begin the slow burn to getting super excited about my scenario starting over the weekend, right? And then I'll begin I'll get the book of Colin and review his notes, and then I'll be able to get prepared for what I need to do, and just kind of let her rip, and have basically what's going to be my last session of the year, right? The last session of the year, which is painful, painful.
I'm going to try to sneak another one in. I've got to look at the calendar to see if I can sneak another
It's
one
tricky.
in.
It's a tricky one.
See, I might be able to sneak one in on the 19th.
Wow. All right. Mm-mm-mm.
We'll have to
Uh,
see. I
we'll
mean, I
see.
think that the university is still in session, and because I live in a college town, a lot of things kind of work on the academic calendar, even though I'm not connected with the university
Sure.
very much anymore, but some of the players are. And so, a college town works on an academic calendar.
It does indeed.
So I might be able to sneak two in, and with two sessions, I will definitely pull ahead. Although I do not think two sessions is going to be enough to end Shanghai.
I don't either. No way, no way, not for me.
Not only is there a lot going on in Shanghai, it's dangerous.
Yep.
And my players have realized how dangerous it is, and that cools momentum.
Hmm.
They don't know what move to make.
Yeah. They're cautious.
They're cautious.
My players are not cautious. They're reckless and make bad decisions, and I can't wait to see their bad decisions being made.
So another nice thing of the PAX Unplugged and hanging out with other gamers and other designers and friends is that it makes me realize once again a great game is made by the players. So
Yes.
I want my players won't watch this if they ever watch this and until this thing is done. But I would just like to say thank you
Yes.
for my players for being great players and for being open to the experience. And maybe, everybody here's the Christmas message, Bob.
Right.
Or maybe it's just the holiday message. Can it be the holiday message?
Whatever. I just want the message. The
The
message.
message is keepers, praise your players.
That's right. They do need to get a little bit of a attaboy and
Yeah,
attagirl sometimes.
that's right. Just say, remember that really they bring the magic.
That's
We're
right.
we're willing to do the homework, some more than others. I'm talking about myself, some less than others, but they really bring the magic to the table.
That's right. That's right. Well,
Bob, do you have any closing suggestions?
no, just enjoy your holidays, and I hope that you get an opportunity to get at the table with your friends and family.
That's very nice. Now we're just on the cusp of 200 subscribers, and a nice gift to Bob and Matt would be 200 subscribers.
That's right. That's right. Tell your friends, tell your family.
Yeah, or just share this. Just share this on your social mediums. What's the plural of medias?
I don't know. I think that the gift of
Me-
Armchair Keepers of Arcane Secrets is a great one, right?
We're almost out of those little green buttons, Doc.
I know.
And I'm not, And look at that. And unfortunately, I have the bag. So you've got to run into me at a show, and I'm not going to as many shows next year.
I will be.
uh, thanks, folks.